Getting here. I'm going to tell you one of the signs that people often overlook. I'm telling you, we overlook this so much that a relationship is going to end, that this person is not healthy for you, that this is someone that you need to get a lot of distance from, or for that matter, end the relationship with them. Click like and click share, all right? Because I'm going to tell you this, all right? Because I really want you all to be able to be happy and be in healthy relationships and not be in relationships that are, frankly, emotionally abusing you, okay? If you go to someone who you love, they love you, and you tell them that they have hurt you, or that you were hurt by one of their actions, right? However you want to phrase it, you were hurt by something that happened by way of them. And their initial responses are any of the following, just know that this is not a relationship with someone that is probably healthy, and it's certainly not a relationship that should go into your future unless this person's willing to change. And on top of this, it's probably someone who's emotionally abusive. The first one, and this is not in any order of importance, okay? And thank y'all for sharing this video. After you share this video, let me know you shared so I can thank you for sharing it. The first one, the person becomes defensive. So you go to this person, you say, hey, when you said this or when that happened, my feelings were hurt. And their immediate response is to be defensive. I didn't do that. No, what you talking about? Well, you did so-and-so. Well, I would have done it if it wasn't. You know what defensiveness looks like, right? If their immediate response is to become defensive, they're showing you right then and there that this is someone who is not emotionally intelligent, that this is someone who is very, very self-centered, they're only focused on themselves. And what they're showing you above all is that they do not respect or value your feelings enough. Thank you so much, Sherrod Jones, for sharing this video. That they do not respect or value your feelings enough to even hear you out. If their first response is to defend, deflect, or do anything or dismiss your feelings, the triple D's, defend, deflect, dismiss. If they do any of those three things immediately, within you telling them how you feel or how you were affected by their feelings, then they're showing you right then and there that this is not someone who is emotionally healthy enough to be in a relationship with you or anyone else for that matter. And I know y'all may say, oh, Malcolm, that seems harsh. Sometimes people are defensive. Well, sometimes people are defensive. But the reality is this, healthy people rarely are. You can tell someone some information about themselves that they may not want to hear, that they may not enjoy hearing. Thank you so much, Christine and Sierra, for sharing this video. You can tell someone information that they may not want to hear, that may not be pleasant to hear, that they could even disagree with. But here's the key. When they jump to denying your feelings, that's the problem. When I tell you that what you're telling me about your feelings, that's not true. I'm saying I'm hurt. No, that's not true. I don't know why you hurt. They're denying your feelings. That takes it to a whole other level. See, people are allowed to disagree with you, Emily Thomas, who shared this video. Thank you so much. People are allowed to disagree with you. Disagreeing with you is not a problem at all, right? And nowhere in this video am I telling you that you can only be in relationships with people who agree with you. That's not the case. We will all have people disagree with us. And thank you for the stars, Elder Jones. And I love you too. But the key is this. Are they able to first even hear you out on what you're feeling, right? If their first response is to cut you off, become defensive, you can't even get your thought out about what you're feeling. Baby, that person's not healthy enough to be in a relationship with you. And you know that. Thank you so much for the stars, Deanna Fuller. And then on top of it, they're jumping to not even focused on what you're feeling. They're focused on simply not being wrong. There are some people who are so focused on being right that they don't even know how to respect you. All they care about is, I want to be right. I'm not wrong. I didn't do that. You're wrong. Why are you not over that yet? That happened in the past. I'm over it. Why aren't you? Do you see the flaws in that line of thinking? We see, the whole thing is within this new day and age, people always talk about, oh, honey, this generation is so dismissive. Y'all just cut people off. Y'all don't deal with nobody. No, what it is I think that because of the power of social media, videos just like this, platforms like this, and there's so many of them out there that I love and enjoy too, we're finding out what the real signs were that we were treated unfairly. We're able to hear from other people, oh, wow, you went through that too. Well, dog, I went through that. Well, dang, I don't like that. And we're finally able to start to see the real information about, hold on, this was unacceptable. I should not have been treated this way. The way you responded to my pain was insufficient, disrespectful, and abusive. And that's why we're at a point in this generation of saying, no, 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 no. We are no longer willing to deal with the things that we dealt with before. It doesn't matter how many generations before us dealt with that stuff. We're not dealing with that anymore. And one of the things I can tell you right now will lighten your load and will make your life so much happier is when you decide that you deserve to have your feelings heard and acknowledged and respected. Again, that doesn't mean people will agree with everything that you feel, meaning that they will say, or they not necessarily agree with your feelings, but it doesn't mean that people will automatically have the same perspective on your feelings that you will have on your feelings, but that they can allow you to feel what you feel. Thank you so much, Cheryl Hancock, for sharing this video. That they can allow you to feel what you feel. And they can honor what you feel and respect what you feel without dismissing you, denying your feelings, or somehow or another becoming defensive towards it. And let me tell you what's also unacceptable. Silence. Because some people's response to it is, well, okay, well, I don't agree with you, so I'm just not going to say nothing at all. Have y'all ever been in that situation where you confront somebody about what you feel? You say, hey, when you said that to me yesterday, it really hurt my feelings. Okay, my bad. I'm sorry. I didn't mean it that way. And they shut down. Or shut down and then eventually change the subject. That's also not acceptable. That's another form of emotional abuse. Basically what they're doing is they're stonewalling you emotionally, meaning creating a wall that's impenetrable. That also doesn't allow them, there's not real accountability. Real accountability is not just saying sorry. Real accountability is, can you hear what the other person's saying? Can you engage with them? Can you actually have real contrition, acknowledge what you did? And can you participate in a plan for that not to happen again? Let me tell you another sign, okay? You go to them about your feelings, and I'm stepping on some people's toes today. Because some of y'all do this stuff, and some of y'all are having this done to you, but we're going to deal with this today. All right, you're not going to leave this video, this live meeting with me and say that you didn't know. But what some of y'all will do and what some people have done to you is you go to them about your feelings. They become defensive, but another very powerful form of defensiveness, which is a huge form of abuse, is they turn it around on you. Well, I wouldn't have done it if you didn't do this, and you did this, and you did that, and they turn it around to make it all about themselves. Thank you so much for my star, Cheryl Hancock. I appreciate it, as well as Ishmael Santiago, who shared this video. They make it all about them. Baby, let me tell you this. If somebody cannot sit in the presence of your feelings without then trying to turn the spotlight on their feelings and you haven't even been able to get yours processed yet, you're not dealing with someone who's capable of growth. You're not dealing with someone who desires to grow. They may be capable of it, but they don't desire to do it right now. You're dealing with someone who's defensive. You're dealing with someone who's emotionally immature. You're dealing with someone who's unhealthy for you. That is hurtful and painful. To dig up the courage to go to someone to say, this is how I was affected, or this is how I feel. And before they can even respond to your feelings, acknowledge your feelings, or even take in your feelings, what do? Well, what about me? Well, I felt this, I felt that. And to that, my statement in my mind is this. Well, what about you? Because see, here's the thing. I can't value your feelings more than you value mine. You can't value their feelings more than they value yours. Give yourself permission to not give anyone else any more respect than they give to you. To not value anyone's feelings more than they value yours. We got to get over this mindset of doing to others as we want them to do unto us. Because that mindset leaves out one big gap within it, which is, how did they treat you in the first place? You trying to treat somebody so good and overlooking their disrespect because you trying to be the better person, when the reality is, don't that verse say, do unto others as they do unto you? So if they were dismissive towards you, why are you sitting up here taking their feelings seriously? Thank you so much, Mary Ramon. See, here's the thing. I'm not going out my way to hurt nobody, but here's the thing. If you don't, if someone does not show me that they value my feelings, I have no value for your feelings. I'm not going to hurt you. I'm not going to go out of my way to step on your feelings, but I'm not going to sit there as a big grown middle-aged man. Okay? We big grown, honey. Big bills and big grown. I'm not going to sit as a big grown person and sit here and let you vent to me, fuss to me, cuss to me, or cry to me about what you feel about me when you didn't even give me the respect to hear out what I felt about you. Especially when I'm the one who broke the conversation. Thank you so much, Delnita Mickey. We have to get to the point of understanding that it doesn't matter who the person is. I don't care how long you've been married to them. I don't care what your relationship is to them. I don't care who they are to you. People fall into one of two categories. They are either healthy for you or unhealthy for you. And if they are unhealthy for you, then you have to build boundaries and approaches for how you deal with that person that will protect you. You say, but that's my this, that's my mother, that's my father, that's my sister, that's my brother, that's my boyfriend, that's my girlfriend, that's my husband, that's my wife, that's my son, that's my daughter. Okay. But does them being your mother, father, sister, brother, son, wife, husband, whatever, does them being that to you stop them from treating you unfairly? Then why are you holding on to this role, this title that they have within your life as a reason for you to tolerate disrespect? They don't care about the title that you have in their life as a reason for them not to disrespect you. Thank you so much, Deborah Mayers, for sharing this video and for sending me stars. You're giving much more favor to them. You're giving much more grace to them. You're giving much more forgiveness and patience to them than they're giving to you. In fact, you're giving them forgiveness, patience, grace, and all these other things, and they don't even give you the respect of being able to even acknowledge your feelings, of apologizing and actually changing. Baby, I'm not trying to turn you cold-hearted. What I'm trying to do is to warm your heart up to finally loving yourself enough to take care of you, because you don't see that they're not taking care of you and they never did. Somebody can tell you they love you and can come home every single day, and that doesn't mean that they're taking good care of you. Your biggest bully could be laying beside you in the bedroom. Your biggest villain in your life and your biggest abuser could be somebody that you've known most of your life. But see, here's the thing. We like to think that other people have a heart that's just like ours. Don't we? We like to believe that. We like to believe that they have a heart that's just like ours. No, they really can't be that way. I would never treat nobody that way. You wouldn't. You wouldn't. But what about them? They've proven to you through their behavior how they think, how they move, and what they do. When you want to start believing it and moving accordingly? Some of y'all are sitting up here literally driving yourself to an early grave. And I mean that literally. This is not a figure of speech. You are driving yourself to an early grave because you are trying to save and salvage a relationship with somebody who doesn't respect you. They don't. They can love you and not respect you. You stressed out trying to figure out a way to make it better, baby. Here's what I'm going to take right now. Eliminate the stress. Eliminate the stress. Don't want to tolerate the stress. Eliminate the stress. If they wanted to change, they would have changed. You think that they don't see before their very eyes how they're affecting you? You think that they don't see the tears in your eyes? You think that they don't see the stress on your face? You think that they don't hear the hurt within your voice when you're talking to them about how they treated you? Do you think that they don't see that? Do you think that they are that blind to your feelings and your emotions? And if they are that blind to your feelings, your emotions, and your well-being, then why are you dealing with them in the first place? If they are blind to it, you shouldn't be with them anyway. The only people who deserve to have you within their life are the people who have a level of emotional intelligence and emotional awareness to be able to see and understand how they treat you, and to be able to step forward with good intentions in the first place, and then if they do hurt you, because we all can hurt people at times, but that they can hear that, they can accept that, they can apologize for that, and they can make real changes beyond just some simple-minded words that mean absolutely nothing. You know what a real apology sounds like, but more than anything else, you know what real change looks like. And you know exactly what I'm talking about, the person in your life, whoever that may be, the people in your life who fit this description. If they loved you so much, why haven't they changed for you yet? If they loved you so much, why do they still dismiss your feelings, deny your feelings, or for that matter, act like it never happened? That's one of the biggest signs of emotional abuse, in my opinion. Thank you so much, Tiffany Jenkins, for sharing this video, as well as for my stars. That's one of the biggest signs of emotional abuse. Is when someone could have done you dirty, betrayed you, dragged you through the mud, treated you like utter garbage. And not only do they act like it never happened, they don't even bring it up or acknowledge it. And if you ever dare bring it up, what are you talking about? Baby, you're not imagining nothing. You ain't crazy neither. You know what happened. You know exactly what happened. And they do too. And their defensiveness, their dismissiveness, their avoidance, their blame. Because some of them are real diabolical. They try to turn it around on you and make it your fault. They play victim when they were the villain. That's real toxic, honey. That's real diabolical work right there. Get away from them. The greatest favor you will ever do for yourself is to get away from them, get far away from them. If you want something to die, starve it. Starve it. Cut the communication. No. MJ not talking about therapy today because therapy is for two healthy people to find a healthier way to be together. Pardon my language and cover your kids' ears, but you can't turn shit to sugar. You can't do that. Therapy ain't going to turn it to sugar. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Therapy is not going to do that. Therapy is for two healthy people who are ready to be healthier together. No. There are times for therapy. There are times to process and work through things. But baby, that was a long time ago. Now this person is showing you exactly who they are repeatedly. Repeatedly. Now the question is, what you going to do about it? You going to waste yet another day and yet another year, yet another decade with this person? What you going to do about it? You going to allow this person to continue to send you into a hospital to take your stress medication and blood pressure medications that's largely not based on your lifestyle. It's based on the fact that you're dealing with stress from a person who don't value you, don't respect you, and you know it. Oh, MJ, they just don't know how to love. That's their problem. You do. So orient yourself towards first loving yourself so that you can then become a magnet for the type of people who do know how to love you. And some of y'all already are surrounded by people who know how to love you the right way. But because you're investing so much energy into this broken vessel that we'll call a human being, what ends up happening is that then depletes your energy and your discernment from being able to see who are the people around you who already know how to love you and do it in a healthy way. There is abundance around us that we can grab hold of once we choose to let go of holding on to the thing that's hurting us. But you can't grab hold of the thing that's hurting you if grab hold of the thing that can help you if you're still holding on to the thing that's hurting you. Let it go. Will it hurt? Yes, it will. But I guarantee you the hurt of letting go of something toxic is far less than the hurt of continuing to hold on to it and have it continue to sabotage you and hurt you. There are people in your life right now that I'm talking about that are actively sabotaging you. They're actively gossiping about you. They're actively doing things that hurt you. They will do that in one breath. And then in the other breath, tell you they love you. They will lie through their teeth to you if you confront them. They certainly will. You can't change their brokenness, but one thing you can do is cut off all access to you. Trust your discernment. Because as I talk right now, you all know exactly who I'm talking about. You know exactly those people in your life that I'm talking about. You're thinking, ooh, that person. Yeah, I know that person. Yeah, I know exactly what they're talking about. That's who I'm talking about. And I'm going to tell you this. I'm going to tell you this right now. The harder it is to comprehend letting go of that person. Like, ooh, I know that person I really want to go. Listen to me. The harder it is to comprehend letting go of that person, the more you probably need to let them go. Because if it's so hard to comprehend the idea of letting them go, it's because that person is so close to you. So close to you that they hold such a deep intrinsic place within your spirit, within your heart, within your mind. But here's the thing about that. Because they hold such a deep place, that means that the devastation that they can cause within your life is worse than anyone else. So the more you think you should hold on to that toxic person, the more it seems painful, the idea of letting them go. That is proof. That is validation. That is confirmation that they are exactly the person you got to cut back. Because here's the thing. The people who can hurt you the most, sabotage you the most, the people who could mess your stuff up the most, ain't no stranger on the street. It's the person that you're trying to love with every fiber of your being. But this person is not healthy enough or willing enough to be healthy for you. You deserve to be happy, baby. You came into this world by yourself. And when you leave, it will be by yourself. That's the reality. So your first sense of allegiance is to yourself. It's to doing what's going to make you happy. It's to doing what's going to be healthy for you. It's to making whatever choice, even if it's a hard choice, towards what's best for me. Here's what my tattoo says. It says, put yourself first. It's reminding to myself, because I don't know if y'all are like me, but sometimes I have to remind myself, because sometimes my heart is so big. It's so big that I want to help people. Sometimes my heart is so big that I can forget the disrespect that you gave me. Sometimes my heart is so big that I'll forget how you betrayed me and how you sabotaged me because I want to love you. Are y'all like me? Have you ever been in that position? Look in the mirror. You are the only person who can protect yourself. Depending on toxic people to change so that you can be safer, it's not going to happen. It ain't happened yet. You're the only one who can protect yourself. Protect yourself at all costs. If you got to go through this world by yourself, then you do that, because it'll only be temporary, baby. When you cut off unhealthy limbs, it's like on a plant. When you cut off the unhealthy branches, eventually what happens is healthier ones grow in. When you choose to walk alone, even when you have to, trust and believe that what will happen is that you will then become a magnet for healthier people to replace the branches that you cut off within your life. And here's the thing, I'm going to tell you this right now. You don't have to have a conversation with them about it. Oh, because the thing is, some of y'all want to cut them off. Some of you know you need to cut them off, but you're afraid of the conversation. You're afraid of the how. And I'm here to tell you, you don't have to worry about the how. The cutoff is the cutoff. You don't have to have a conversation with them about it. Their closure is not your business. Just like your feelings were not their business. They didn't care about your feelings. You don't need to care about their closures. Not because you're being hateful. Not because you're being hurtful. Not because you're trying to hurt them. But because they've proven to you that they don't respect your feelings. Why would you go to someone about cutting them off when this person is dismissive? They are defensive. They are outright a denier of your feelings. What do you think that somehow or another you go to them and say, hey, I'm going to have to cut this off. I'm going to have to end our relationship. I'm going to have to do this. That somehow or another they're going to then have a healthy conversation with you. No, baby, okay? When a rat's about to die, they fight hardest. That's when they're going to hurl the worst insults at you. That's when they're going to try to hurt you. That's when they're going to run around town trying to tell everybody all the lies about you. Don't let your right hand know what your left hand is doing. Just move forward. You just got to do it. They say, what's going on, girl? You don't call me no more. What happened? Girl, I just been busy. But anyway, I got to go walk the cat, honey. Yeah, Yeah, little Fifi got hemorrhoids. I got to walk. I'll call you later. Don't. Or if you want to get real froggy about it, just block them. They see you walking down the street. Girl, I've been trying to reach you. You get a new phone number? I sure did. Yeah, I'm going to text you later with the new one. Don't. Or if you want to get real froggy about it, you can tell them. I don't deal with you no more. But here's the thing. Be careful about that. Be careful about that. Be real careful about that. Because the fact of the matter is, you don't often recognize how traumatized you were from that bad relationship. Especially that lasted years and decades, because you learn to tolerate that person and you learn to love them through their toxicity. So you need to be very careful about understanding that when you finally decide to create space, or for that matter, cut them off, it's going to take some time for you to first grieve it. And then after you do that, I'm preparing you for what's ahead. It's then going to put you in a position where you're probably going to find yourself becoming increasingly more angry with them, because what you're going to realize is all the stuff you've been overlooking. It's real. You ever broke up with somebody and after the breakup you start thinking about all the stuff they did? Like, I overlooked this, I overlooked that. And you get more mad after the breakup, even when you broke up with them. It's the same thing here. Now that you've taken the smoke screen off your glasses, right? The rose-colored glasses of trying to love this person, trying to tolerate this person, now you get to see them for who they really were. And in fact, more things may become revealed to you after you're done with them. So you need to give yourself permission to have distance from that person so you can properly process how you feel. Because here's the thing. People who treat you in this kind of way are often very manipulative. So if you're going to them telling them, I felt this, I felt that, I felt the other, you're giving them the tools to know how to manipulate you with. And potentially suck you back in. Oh, girl, I didn't know you felt that way. Ooh, my bad. Had this not happened, had that not happened. Girl, they're going to manipulate you. You think you're the only one that they treat poorly? No, they know how to manipulate you like they do with everybody else. So that's why you don't give them that. I don't think a conversation is necessary at all. You don't need a conversation for a cutoff. Just cut it off. Oh, MJ, that sounds so unhealthy. Okay. then you go to your own therapy, not to fix the relationship with them, but you go to your own therapy after you cut them off if it's something you're struggling with, and you work through that with your therapist. But I'm going to tell you this right now. You deserve to be happy. You deserve to be respected. And more than anything else, you deserve peace. And I don't care who it is. Thank you so much for my stars, Darnisha Stewart. I don't care who it is. Cut it if they are unhealthy for you. Y'all click like and click share. All right? I'll be back at another time with another video.